kitchen, and I have this space that I have recently put together. I had a table, a pub style table and chairs in this area of my kitchen, and I sold the table and chairs. So during the time that we've been at home, I redid my office and made more space, and this was my computer desk. I'll show you that it has a place for the keyboard and underneath some storage for computer related stuff. But I didn't need it in my office anymore because it was just kind of breaking up the middle of the room and I didn't like it. So I was going to toss this piece, but then I thought, why don't I use it? Why don't I paint it and make it something that I can utilize? So right now I have a basket that is used for incoming mail and keys and things like that. And I've put a couple of candles, some luminara candles that light up at night. And as you can see, they're kind of an orange color. And then some Yankee candles. But if you see this picture, it has orange in the picture, like mums and that kind of thing. And so what I want to do is I want to match this orange color because I think it will be pretty. And I have orange in my curtain in the kitchen, in this area here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this piece with some what the color is. But it's quick drying, eco-friendly. But anyway, I ordered a pumpkin color. So what I want to demonstrate is that I am not a professional by any stretch of the imagination when doing these projects. But I'm trying to show you that you don't have to be. I mean, some of these videos that we watch of people doing chalk paint, refinishing furniture, I mean, they do it often and they do it really great. You know, they have a lot of talent. I am just showing you that anybody can do this. You can refresh your home by getting some paint and some brush, and just on a Sunday morning or any kind of day where you have some extra time, and goodness knows we have time right now, we can do a project in the house that will be a piece of furniture that we can enjoy for a long time. So with that being said, I'm just going to show you how I cover the area and get started on just painting. I'm going to take off the knobs. I'm missing one, as you could tell. I'm going to take that off and I'm going to just dive into it. And I'm also going to use a technique that I saw a girl on YouTube doing, which is called dry brushing. After I'm done with the chalk paint, 2 coats of chalk paint, and after I'm done with that and it's dry, I'm going to dry brush brown on there to try to give it like a wooden aged look. Never done it before, just gonna give it a shot. What do I have to lose? I was gonna throw the piece away anyway, and I might end up getting a pretty piece of furniture out of it that we'll utilize here in the kitchen. So come along with me. All right, so I've got my paint. I'm gonna open it up, put it into my tray. I've got my brush. I'm just giving it a good shake. Whoa. And yep, it's orange. I think it was called pumpkin. Now that I have my glasses on, but no, there's no name on here. So I'm just gonna pour some in. And I am just gonna get to starting to paint, and hopefully you can see I'm just gonna Give it a nice little rough coat. And I'm not gonna be fussy. I hope I have enough paint. But again, if it doesn't cover perfect, I'm not gonna worry about it because I just really want to see this have some color, have a pop of color. Okay, so I'm just gonna get to painting this and I will show you when I have the whole first coat on. Okay, so I have the first coat and you know, it doesn't look all that great. It looks terrible actually, but that's okay because the second coat is gonna look a lot better. I'm covering a dark piece with a light color. I don't know if I'm gonna need 3 coats, hopefully not. But I've got my paintbrush covered up. I've got my paint tray covered up with saran wrap. So I'm gonna let this dry for about an hour. And then I'm gonna come in and do my second coat and I'll show you what it looks like after the second coat is on. Alrighty, so it's had time to dry and I just wanted to show you if you can see it's a flat finish. Yeah, so it's not looking too good right now, but that's okay. We're gonna give it a second coat. Alright, so I am done with the second coat and I'm not happy with it because this paint doesn't cover well at all. So what I'm gonna do, as you can see, it's not fully dry, but it definitely isn't covering it well at all. So what I'm gonna do is I tested this little area with my little Deco Art Americana acrylic paint in milk chocolate, and what I did is the dry brush technique is I just put a little paint on my cardboard here and dipped it in and kind of got some of it off, and I did this one little area because it's not dry yet, but I did this one little area, so that's what I'm going to do with the piece all the way around, and I think that it will give it a nice I don't know, textured wooden look with the bright underneath. So I'm going to let this all dry good, and then I will do my technique, which is just, if I were to just show you, I don't want to do it on a wet piece, but it's basically just has hardly any paint, and I'm just gonna brush it on and give it just kind of that kind of look to finish it off. But I gotta let it dry because I'll just take the paint off. All right, so I will I'm gonna do that all over the piece when it's dry, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Guys, so just to kind of catch you up where I am, I let this dry after the second coat, but I can see there's few areas where it's not dry yet, which is weird because it's been over an hour. So I'm not really happy with this paint at all, but I'm going to do this all over the piece and hope that it comes out halfway decent. I won't be getting this paint again. It just wasn't, definitely, it said it's quick drying. It definitely wasn't too quick drying. Smooth finish, yeah, it's got a smooth finish, but it would have taken me 3 coats or 4 coats to give it the finish that I got on my other pieces. My other pieces that I painted light blue were darker than this, and I only needed 2 coats to cover those. So I'm going to show you a couple of minutes of me doing this little dry brush coat, and I won't subject you to the whole thing because that will be long, but let's see what. Really just not doing any kind of rhyme or reason. Okay, I'm going to show you that piece up close. So I'm going to finish it like that, and then I'll show you the finished piece. And so the paint that I got on the hardware, I'm just using a little sandpaper block. It adds to the rusticness of the piece, I think, because the piece is definitely rustic. All right, so I'm going to put the hardware on. I'm going to hope that it fits, and I'm going to show you when it's done. Alrighty, so here's the finished piece. And even though I wasn't really liking it when I was doing it, I actually think that it came out really good. It matches with, it picks up the orange in my picture, picks up the orange in the rug, and it also picks up the orange in my little goldfish plant, which I absolutely love. So yeah, I mean, I was pretty frustrated halfway through. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon, and I started this project about 1, so with the drying time in between, it really didn't take me that long. I was going to do the dry brush effect anyway, and there was no way I was gonna get away with doing just the chalk paint finish like I did on my other pieces. I'll show you. I think it's dry enough for me to put my stuff on top. But it gives my room a brand new fresh look. I'm very excited and happy with it. I'll show you when I have my my stuff on top too. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a very impromptu. And well, it wasn't totally impromptu because I've been wanting to do it for a while since I put that there and bought my orange chalk paint. Not as thrilled with the chalk paint as I would have liked. However, I think the fact that it didn't cover very well gave it the opportunity to have that sanded varnish, very rustic. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to my channel, I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you give it a thumbs up, and I hope you'll come back. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.